After recommendations made to members of Parliament in January concerning motor insurance premiums on the rise, we have met with Graeme Trudgill, Head of Corporate Affairs at BIBA, who shares his satisfaction on recent accomplishments. We have asked him what can be considered as a major achievement reached in view of ameliorating the motor insurance sector.
Well, BIBA was delighted that in January the continuous insurance enforcement regulations were laid down in Parliament. So this is a major achievement. We asked the Minister for three things. That firstly, that he laid the regulations down. Secondly, that he committed to putting an insert into all of the V11 tax reminders, telling every single vehicle keeper the law was changing. And thirdly, that he make a commitment to the publicity and the launch of this, and that's happening. So we are really pleased with the progress on continuous insurance enforcement. Well, what we have in the UK, we have 160 people killed and 23,000 seriously injured by uninsured drivers every year. And the financial cost of that is £500 million a year. So I think something really needs to be done. And I think this is definitely the best solution at the moment. So we're delighted to see this. It should reduce the overall costs. So it's making the roads safer. So it's a win for the motorist, it's a win for the government, and it's a win for the insurance industry as well. Insurance brokers need to be mindful of these new regulations, and BIBA has put out a technical briefing on continuous insurance enforcement. So there'll need to be reminder notes in renewal letters to customers about the new law, and we've put some words together for that. But also, importantly, they need to make sure that the customers' records are accurate and timely added to the motor insurance database, so that there's not going to be any innocent errors where people are receiving warning letters or penalty notices when they really are insured. Well, very simply, you've got 32 million insurance records on the motor insurance database and 34 million vehicles out there on the DVLA database. So what's going to happen is we compare those two databases, we see who are the 1.5 million or so uninsured drivers, and then the industry will be sending out warning letters to all of those people saying you don't appear to be insured, contact your insurance provider, check your record at askmid.com, the website. If people still don't get insured, then they'll get a penalty notice, and ultimately they'll have their car seized if they don't comply with the law. Anyone that commits the offence of driving while uninsured can now quite easily be identified on the roadside. So the policeman has the police national computer system in their car, and then they have these automatic number plate reading cameras. So as a driver is driving along, it'll come up on his computer. The policeman can just go and pull him over and basically confiscate the car at the roadside. They now have the powers to do that, and in fact they're taking absolutely hundreds of thousands of vehicles off the road that way. So it's been a very successful system. So we're seeing a correction with the premiums due to the high number of claims that are coming in, and it will take a little bit of time depending on what Lord Justice Jackson comes out with and what the Ministry of Justice impose. But we'd hope that the market would recover. We know some insurers are making an underwriting profit now, so it's going to be a few years, I think, to settle down properly, but we're hopeful that the market will correct itself. And some of the things like the claims portal, if they increase the limit from £10,000 to £25,000, that will reduce some of the legal costs, and claims will get paid faster, which will reduce costs from the system. So there's lots of things that can happen, and hopefully if the government follow through with them, then the premiums will be corrected that much sooner.